Hello, IBHS, and welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of the weekly update. So, have a great Valentine's Day. Please, absorb the info. So the first thing is we are having our mandatory workshop on Monday. This is for our individual ABA staff, not for group staff unless they want to come. And we do expect the BCs from those programs to come if able. So that's Monday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We will be providing lunch. Bethlehem and Burke staff will meet in the Captain Wiley building in the basement in the fun zone. Honesdale and Bloomsburg will meet in their offices. 10 to 2 on Monday, mandatory for clinical individual staff. BCs and BAs, make sure you bring your intensive teaching stuff if you have it. And please make sure that the families know that, we send out letters, but please make sure they know that we do not have sessions that day, at least during that time. Next thing is a reminder about kudos. So kudos is, I'll put the link in the down below. But kudos for KidsPeace is the site. But you can recognize your coworkers through this as often as you want. You only get a certain amount of points each month, but it's a great way to recognize coworkers. Everybody in the organization sees it, and you get points that you can spend on gift cards or all kinds of cool stuff. This week's code word, sorry I forgot again last week, but this week's code word is pork chop, all one word. Reminder that there's no mini training for February, so because of the workshop on Monday, but we'll be back in March. Then our ABA tip of the week. So there's a link below for a short video. It's just this wonderful little guy with the cochlear implants, and he does a great job of manding for removal. And this is just a great way to remind you that we spend a lot of time teaching the people we work with to be effective manders. And then a lot of times we forget to accept their mands. So we kind of punish that skill that we've taught. And sometimes we do need to encourage them to keep going. We need to encourage them to accept those demands. But we also have to remember that when they're using their language, for what it's intended for, we do have to honor those mands when we can and when it's applicable. And this guy's language is really fantastic. So most of our kids, or a lot of our kids don't have that sort of level of language. So they're going to get frustrated and have higher level behaviors a lot faster. So just remember to honor that man. And then finally, just a big thank you to all of you for the amazing work you do. I went out to a session on Monday with Alex and Kat Buck, and got kicked and shoved and laid on and spit on a little bit, and it was grueling, Not so much for me because I was there to observe, but the staff really were put through the ringer. But really what I saw was two devoted staff who want nothing more than to help this little kid who's struggling. So it just really reminded me of why we do what we do. And then I had this great conversation with Lauren and Lindsay earlier this week just about thinking about how to recognize and support staff in a more effective way. So, that's something we're working on and we'll look into and continue to kind of try to improve. And just a reminder, bringing back to the kudos, recognition requires everyone to participate. We need everybody to kind of be a part of that. So, there we go. Have a great weekend. Thank you all for everything you do, and I'll see y'all soon.